get anything home.
It's really beautiful. All right, guys, we're gonna move on. You got a lot in this hour. We're just squeezing everything in, so stay right there for that. We're gonna go directly into the stainless steel gemstone inlay cuff. Now, 50 of you already picked it up. This originally was $200, and when you hear the story behind it, you're gonna understand why $72 off is such a big deal and why people jumped on it so quickly. Starting at the top, we are talking about your beautiful, what are you doing? The agates on top. Most popular, we have 2 sizes, small, medium, medium, large. I have 3 dozen, and that's beautiful. I love white watches, I really do. Down here, believe it or not, that is indeed real turquoise, unbelievable. And again, small, medium, medium, large, little hinge, it's easy to put on. Here's this lapis, and I tell you what, I adore how she designed the lapis pieces, because that is gorgeous. And then finally at the bottom, that's gonna be your rose quartz. Now the small medium fits a 6.5, or excuse me, it fits a 5.5 to a 6 7/8, and the medium large fits a 6 to a 7-inch wrist. So we've got a couple options for you. So Carol, wow, you know, this is amazing. I remember actually when you launched this one, which is funny, and everybody loved it. We've just got, we have a handful left tonight. So I kind of want to jump into it pretty quickly, if you will.
Okay, the fact that this is clearance price is so beyond me, but I never talk about price because my mother always told me never talk about money and price. It's not very ladylike. So instead, I'm gonna just show you the greatest watch ever. So this Greek goddess cuff watch, this is actually a cuff. This is actually, every one of these gemstones is rare and real. So let's talk about what the inspiration was. Okay, so there's a watch company, Patek Philippe. I'm obsessed with it, okay? Obsessed. There's another company called Piaget. I am so in love with their watches. Piaget, 1970s, created the original, which inspired this watch. It was lapis, so that's why you've got the lapis, and it has azure malachite, so that you're getting the mixture. I don't have the lapis and azure malachite in front of me. That was the original. And then it's paired with all this beautiful gold. What is this gold? What is this watch? Okay, girls, I'm gonna take you through it right now. First of all, easy on, easy off. You can just push it anywhere it goes on your arm. It's not going anywhere. Then we're gonna talk about the ionic plating. When you're looking at the gold and you're wondering, what is this? This is how all stainless steel, gold over stainless steel, whether your watch is inexpensive or whether it's $20,000, it is the same amazing plating. It is incredibly durable and incredibly strong. I want you to look at all of the gemstone in this watch. Imagine if I just gave you, take a look at this, if I just gave you one of these gemstones, okay? Just one. And I put it in a ring with gold and just maybe a few side stones, because I want you to look, every single divider, every bar is pure zircon, like I would give you on the finest piece of jewelry. I mean, this is so crazy.
It's so good.
If it was one ring with 2 bars of zircon,
right,
it would be more than the clearance price of this watch. This has a 3-year limited warranty. If you get this wet, it is water resistant. It's not waterproof, but you're splashing around, you get water on it, don't worry, you're good to go. The turquoise, I can't even do real turquoise in my jewelry because it's so expensive. How we were able to do it, and that is a combination of amazonite and turquoise. The beautiful, beautiful octagon shape, that shape is so Art Deco. It's so chic. It's completely linear and beautiful.
Yeah,
the actual,
and I have to say, Carol, really quickly, just as an update, I've got a handful in most of these, and this is so truly representative of what high-end couture level, not just, you know, a nice store jewelry. We're talking couture jewelry is all about. So this is this really unique opportunity for you to get a wow watch. Remember, it is all genuine gemstones, which should just blow you away to begin with, right? Again, if I just could get that watch face, that would be impressive. And please remember, there's a ton of white zircon, which is giving you the sparkle of diamonds, and it is a genuine gemstone. I mean, think about every single bar of that white zircon that's in every single, it's crazy, just the zircon alone. I can't imagine in today's prices how expensive that would be. Also notice too, I love it, even the finishes are so wonderfully done with these pieces. Now, last call, I just got an update. Miss Allison, what'd you say? On the agate, I love a white watch, and how fabulous is this?
Me too. Oh my God.
I think it's so uber chic. Last call on the agate, we will not have it available here in just a couple of moments. What is the most popular one though, Allison? Oh, the agate is. Oh, good for you girls. Isn't that sensational? Like, look how pretty that is. Why do you love white agate before it's gone, Carol?
I love white agate because, first of all, it's very hard to get a clean white gemstone. It's almost impossible. White agate it's clean without having to be dyed or bleached. So I love it so much. It's also the ultimate neutral. You can wear white with anything. So if this is going to go, I'm going to move right on, but I'm going to keep telling you about the watch. You can pick, do you love lapis? Are you a lapis girl? So many of you are. Get the lapis, and it's got that azure malachite. It is so dreamy. Look at that lapis and look at that azure malachite. To me, that is by far the most beautiful one on the planet ever. But let's talk about what you're getting. Every single one of the markers on the timepiece is done in that magnificent, just take a look at them. You've got white zircon and you've got gold markers. You have a sweep second hand, because how many times have you told me you have to have a second hand on your watches? You've got the R. Rolex has an R, but you've got the Rarities R on your timepiece. Now, let's talk a little bit about the movement, because a timepiece can't just be...
Carol, hang on, my love.
Yeah.
the rose quartz is gone, so that's now sold out. The next to go is going to be the agate, the white one. And then, girls, just to be able to get a turquoise watch, I mean, that's just unheard of. And really, when you're talking about turquoise in fine couture level jewelry, they always set it in gold. So here you're replicating that very high-end use of turquoise. I just want you to see too, yes, these earrings are coming up. Yes, you're already loving them. But again, look how pretty that lapis is. If you want to do a whole lapis story, maybe you have a lapis necklace you picked up from Carol or another one of our designers. This is a great story and a great experience to really elevate your basic lapis with, because it is such a grand design. It's so pretty. So sorry about that, Carol. I just want to let everybody know we've sold out the rose.
Totally fine. I want you to look at the crown, because every detail is attended to. So take a look at the crown. You've got a gemstone in your crown. You've got a mineral crystal face, which is basically scratch resistant. It's beautiful. Then the movement. So this has a Japanese movement in the watch. Did anyone watch the Olympics? Were you all over it? Well, I have to tell you something. I might not have been all over the Olympics, but I was all over the way they can stop it and they can get the watches to a millisecond. This is the same Japanese movements that they are using in all of the watches at the Olympics, a Japanese movement, very different from a Swiss movement. Swiss movements are considered the royalty of watch movements. Japanese movements are, they tell great time. This is an Art Deco design. Art Deco is all about contrast in color, bold color, and clean, beautiful lines. I am an Art Deco girl. It is modern. Art Deco was in the 1930s. That's when it became popular. And in the 1930s, it was so ahead of its time. Today, Art Deco is still, in my opinion, the leading, most beautiful design era in the world. It never changes. Modern jewelry is also based on the Art Deco design. So you have so many things. When you're looking at this watch, it's heirloom and timeless. Art Deco is timeless. It's been around since the 1930s. Clean, modern minimalism. When you have genuine gemstone, when you have this much genuine gemstone, oops, I think we have an update.
Yes. Guess what? If you wanted the white one, it's now sold out. We're down to 2. I got to tell you something funny, Carol, too, while you were chatting. Alice, my producer, got me here. She said, Suze, are each one of these genuine gemstones? Like it's almost unbelievable at $128. Because you go, she literally wanted me to double check my card. She goes, are you sure those are all gemstones? I'm like, yeah, every one of these is gemstones, including what looks like diamonds, which are white zircon. That's all gemstones. So before these last 2 are gone, this is such a unique treat tonight. And with 5 flex pays, if you have a major credit card, you're in. You can use flex pay. With the 5 flex pays, you're spending $25.60, little shipping in there. If you don't have a card, get it now, because you get $10 off that first purchase. So you can definitely take advantage of that right now. But please, for the last 2 colors we have, do not miss. This is not fake. And I'll tell you what's interesting. If you went to a nice department store, into their costume jewelry, you might, probably not, but maybe you'd see something like this. In a fake piece, it would be over $128, not the real thing. Do you know even the markers are white zircon? It would have been so easy, Carol, for you just to do crystal on the markers, which would have been a whole lot less expensive.
Ew.
Look, she's like...
Ew.
I've appalled
Rarities is only about genuine gemstones. We do not use crystal. We do not use glass. We do. I mean, there are times. Well, I use white quartz. sometimes for like a big piece of jewelry. No, we use real precious metal. We use real gemstones. I'm a little bit of a jewelry snob. You know, that's a lie. I'm the biggest jewelry snob you will ever meet. I feel so strongly that if you're investing money and I'm investing money in a piece of jewelry, take a look at that Starry Night lapis. Look at that lapis face. There's so much gold pyrite in there. This is high quality gemstone in a high quality watch that's comfortable and cool and timeless, and you're gonna love it. Buy one for you. And by the way, it is also a unisex watch. I have so many of you guys that have bought this and have absolutely loved it.
Okay, guys, I have 166 left. That absolutely does not count all of you who are actually on the phone or you're going to .com. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. It really is, and I don't say that often at all. But this is, because it's all gemstone. It's a gorgeous watch. All right, we have a lot more coming up. I have a lot of